Since a man of light does not engage in shady dealings, I must tell you that I'm the great sage, equal to heaven, who has descended to earth to accompany the Tang monk on his way to seek scriptures in the western heaven. Because your king is without principles, I've come especially to borrow these caps and gowns to adorn my master. Once we've passed through the city, I'll return them." Hearing that, Steward Wang scrambled up at once. It was, of course, pitch black, and he was in a hurry, besides. He grabbed his pants, thinking he had his shirt. But no matter how hard he tried, slipping them on this way and that, he could not put them on. Using his magic of abduction, the great sage had already mounted the clouds to leave the city and return to the ditch by the road. In the bright light of the stars and moon, Tripitaka was standing there staring when he saw Pilgrim approaching. "Disciple," he asked, "can we go through the Dharma-destroying kingdom?" Walking forward and putting down the garments, Pilgrim said, "Master, if you want to go through the Dharma-destroying kingdom, you can't remain a priest." "Elder brother," said 8 Rules, "whom are you trying to fool? It's easy not to remain a priest. Just don't shave your head for half a year, and your hair will grow." "We can't wait for half a year," said Pilgrim. "We must become laymen right now." Horrified, our idiot said, "The way you talk is most unreasonable, as always. We are all priests, and you want us to become laymen this instant? How could we even wear a head wrap? Even if we tighten the edges, we have nothing on our heads to tie the strings with." "Stop the wisecracks," snapped Tripitaka. "Let's do what's proper. Wukong, what is your plan?" "Master," said Pilgrim, "I have inspected the city here. Though the king is unprincipled enough to slaughter monks, he is nevertheless a genuine son of heaven, for his city is filled with joyful and auspicious air. I can recognize the streets in the city, and he can converse in the local dialect. A moment ago, I borrowed several garments and head wraps from a hotel. We must disguise ourselves as laymen and enter the city to ask for lodging. At the 4th watch we should rise and ask the innkeeper to prepare us a meal, vegetarian, of course. By about the hour of the 5th watch, we will walk close to the wall of the city gate and find the main road to the west. If we run into anyone who tries to detain us, we can still give the explanation that we have been commissioned by the court of a superior state. The Dharma-destroying king would not dare hinder us. He'll let us go." Sha Monk said, "Elder brother's plan is most proper. Let's do as he tells us." Indeed, the elder had little choice but to shed his monk's robe and his clerical cap, and to put on the garment and head wrap of a layman. Sha Monk too changed his clothes. 8 Rules, however, had such a huge head that he could not wear the wrap as it was. Pilgrim had to rip open 2 wraps and sew them together with needle and thread to make one wrap and drape it over his head. A larger garment was selected for him to put on, after which Pilgrim himself also changed into a different set of clothing. "Once we get moving," he said, "you all must put away the words master and disciples. Without these terms," said 8 Rules. "How shall we address ourselves?" Pilgrim said, "We should do so as if we were in a fraternal order. Master shall be called Grand Master Tang, you shall be 3rd Master Ju, Sha Monk shall be called 4th Master Sha, and I shall be called 2nd Master Sun. When we reach the hotel, however, none of you should talk. Let me do all the talking. If they ask us what sort of business we're in, I'll say that we're horse traders, using this white horse of ours as a sample. I'll tell them that there are altogether 10 of us in this fraternal order, but the 4 of us have come first to rent a room in the hotel and sell our horse. The innkeeper will certainly take care of us. If we receive his hospitality, I'll pick up by the time we leave some bits or pieces of broken tiles and change them into silver to thank him. Then we'll get on with our journey." The elder had no alternative but to comply reluctantly. The 4 of them, leading the horse and toting the luggage, hurried into the city. It was fortunate that this happened to be a peaceful region, so that the city gates had not yet been closed even as the time of the night watch began. When they reached the door of the steward Wang's hotel, they heard noises from inside, crying, "I've lost my head wrap." Another person cried, "I've lost my clothes." Feigning ignorance, Pilgrim led them to another hotel, cater corner from this one. Since that hotel had not yet even taken down its lantern, Pilgrim walked up to the door and called out, "Innkeeper, do you have a room for us to stay in?" Some woman inside replied at once, "Yes. Yes. Yes. Let the masters go up to the second floor." She had hardly finished speaking when a man arrived to take the horse, which Pilgrim handed over to him. He himself led his master behind the lamplight and up to the door of the second floor, where lounge tables and chairs had been placed. He pushed open the shutters, and moonlight streamed in as they took their seats. Someone came up with lighted lamps, but Pilgrim barred the door and blew out the lamps with one breath. "We don't need lamps when the moon's so bright," he said. After the person with the lamps had been sent away, another maid brought up for bowls of pure tea, which Pilgrim accepted. From below, a woman about 57 or 58 years old came straight up to the second floor. Standing to one side, she asked, "Gentlemen, where have you come from? What treasure merchandise do you have?" "We came from the north," replied Pilgrim. "And we have a few ordinary horses to sell." "Well," said the woman, "we haven't seen many guests who sell horses." "This one is Grand Master Tang," said Pilgrim. "This one is Third Master Ju, and this one is Fourth Master Sha. Your humble student here is Second Master Sun. All different surnames," said the woman with a giggle. "Indeed, all different surnames but living together," said Pilgrim. "There are altogether 10 of us in our fraternal order. We 4 have come first to seek lodging at your hotel, and the 6 others are resting outside the city. With a herd of horses, they don't dare enter the city at such an hour. When we have located the proper place for them to stay, they'll come in tomorrow morning. Once we have sold the horses, we'll leave." "How many horses are there in your herd?" asked the woman. "Big and small, there are over 100, said Pilgrim. "All very much like the horse we have here. Only their colors vary." Giggling some more, the woman said, "Second Master Sun is indeed a merchant in every way. It's a good thing that you've come to our place, for any other household would not dare receive you. We happen to have a large courtyard here, complete with stalls and stocked with feed. Even if you had several hundred horses, we can take care of them. You should be aware, too, that our hotel has been here for years and has gained quite a reputation. My late husband, who unfortunately died long ago, had the surname of Zhao, and that's why this hotel is named Widow Zhao's Inn. We have 3 classes of accommodation here. If you will kindly allow impoliteness to precede courtesy, I will discuss the room rates with you, so I'll know what to charge you." "What you say is quite right," said Pilgrim. "What 3 classes of accommodation do you have in your hotel?" As the saying goes, high, medium, and low are 3 prices of goods. Guests, far and near, are not treated the same. Tell me a little of your 3 classes of accommodation," Widow Zhao said. "What we have here are the superior, moderate, and inferior classes of accommodation. For the superior, we will prepare a banquet of 5 kinds of fruits and 5 courses, topped by lion head puddings and peck candies. There will be 2 persons per table, and young hostesses will be invited to drink and rest with you. The charge per person is 5 coins of silver, and this includes the room." "What a bargain," said Pilgrim, chuckling. "Where I came from, 5 coins of silver won't even pay for the young ladies." "For the moderate," said the widow again. "All of you will share one table, and you'll get only fruits and hot wine. You yourselves may establish your drinking rules and play your finger-guessing games, but no young hostesses will be present. For this, we charge 2 coins of silver per person." "That's even more of a bargain," said Pilgrim. "What's the inferior class like?" "I dare not describe that in front of honored guests," replied the woman. "You may tell us," said Pilgrim. "We'll find our bargain and do our thing." The woman said, In the inferior class, there's no one to serve you. You may eat whatever rice there is in the pot, and when you've had your fill, you can get some straw and make yourself a bed on the ground. Find yourself a place to sleep, and in the morning you may give us a few pennies for the rice. We won't haggle with you." On hearing this, 8 Rules said, "Lucky. Lucky. That's old Hog's kind of bargain. Let me stand in front of the pot and stuff myself with rice. Then I'll have a nice damn snooze in front of the hearth." "Brother," said Pilgrim, "what are you saying? You and I, after all, have managed to earn a few ounces of silver here and there in the world, haven't we? Give us the superior class." Filled with delight, the woman cried, "Bring some fine tea. Tell the chefs to start their preparations." She dashed downstairs and shouted some more. "Slaughter some chickens and geese. Have them cooked or cured to go with the rice. Slaughter a pig and a lamb too. Even if we can't use them today, we may use them tomorrow. Get the good wine. Cook white grain rice, and take bleached flour to make biscuits." When he heard her from upstairs, Tripitaka said, "Second master son, what shall we do? She is planning to slaughter chickens, geese, a pig, and a lamb.